This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I got a quick little video to show you. It's actually kind of humorous to a certain degree, but there's always, as usual, an undergirding of foolishness that we're going to have to talk about. And it's a video going around, and the title of the video, I'm pretty sure that you've seen the clip, Soldier of the Year, where this woman's trying to argue with a soldier and then gets checked behind it. So I'm going to run the video and then I'm going to be back with my perspective. So give me just one moment. Let me share my screen.
He's the chief and you're probably the gentleman. So you definitely will be hearing from him. Because you have no reason to stop me. No reason. After someone to respect the man, then you just pull me over for no reason. I am the chief's wife. And all these cars are going at that same speed as I am.
Yeah, you husband. Okay? You were speeding on base. Therefore, you broke the law, so I pulled you over. I don't care who your husband is. The world does not revolve around you. Now, I said license and registration. Please. Thank you. Registration.
Excuse me?
License and registration.
Why did you stop me? Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know who my husband is?
No.
He's the chief and you're probably the gentleman. So you definitely will be hearing from him. Because you have no reason to stop me. No reason. After someone to respect the man, then you just pull me over for no reason. I am the chief's wife. And all these cars are going at that same speed as I am.
Yeah, you husband. Okay? You were speeding on base. Therefore, you broke the law, so I pulled you over. I don't care who your husband is. The world does not revolve around you. Now, I said license and registration. Please. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys saw that. Kind of humorous the way she got checked. I was glad that he did it. But let's talk about the undergirding of foolishness in that clip. When he first comes over, he says license and registration. You know who I am? You're nobody. That's who you are. You're a nobody. You're somebody that got pulled over on base, is what happened to you. That's who you are. You're a person that had a moving violation. Speeding is what he said it was. And you got pulled over because you're speeding on base. There's military police that are on base that handle everything that happens on the base. And you're running around speeding through the base, through the streets in the base. He pulled you over for it. Do you know who I am? You're nobody. You're a person that's getting pulled over. That's who you are, man. You know who my husband is? Trying to use the rank of the husband. I'm telling y'all, these chicken heads, listen, y'all out here trying to act like a woman's value is not intrinsically tied to a man, and it is. I don't care how much of a stomp down feminist hyena you are. You're married to men, and you try to marry men that have some type of status or something in the world so that you can take advantage of the status that and the respect that he has. Because you don't have any of your own. Because you don't have a status of your own that anybody is obligated to respect. So you ride off of the coattails of the respect of your husband. Well, my husband, you know what I'm saying, as a captain, you're going to have to hear about him. So here's the other parts of it. She thinks that due to her husband's rank, she should be free of all accountability for anything that she do on base and to be kept away from any consequences of any action. All right. And so she shouldn't be confronted about anything. And if she is, she can use her husband's rank to keep other men in check. This is how hyenas get men dealt with other men. This is how they do this stuff. This is how a lot of shootings happen. This is how a lot of violence is incited, because it be a chick somewhere running her mouth. This is how we get started. Her husband or her man has some type of rank or something she think that extends to her. And men's rank and status do extend to women to a larger degree. It does. If her husband is respectable, then 9 times out of 10, she's looked upon as respectable. If she's holding herself as respectable, okay? If he has garnered some type of rank, you don't mess with such and such's wife, because you're afraid of what that man with that rank it can do. If you mess with the people that he loves and the people that he's protecting, the people that are under his cover. Women know that no matter what kind of hyena she is, she knows that. And she uses it, hopefully to her advantage. She's hoping that she can use it to her advantage. In this particular case, just like in many others, this woman wants to use it in order to be able to run around base, drive like a maniac, and the military police are supposed to magically know that she's the wife of some captain or sergeant or whatever, and they're not supposed to say anything to her because she'll get her husband on them. Now, this was the other threat. See, these women walk around with a lot of threat, not only to the men that they're with, but to other men in the general public. She tried to overtalk him, so the disrespect was there. You can imagine what kind of mouth she got with her husband. You can imagine what kind of mouth he's getting. He's not getting the kind of mouth he like. He getting the yammering is what he's getting, the arguments. Her voice was annoying, but that's a different story. She's talking. Oh, she's trying to overtalk him. Why'd you stop me? And he's trying to say, well, you speak. No reason. No reason. Girl, shut up. You know you was going a good 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. You got stopped. Don't know how to take an L for nothing in the world and constantly taking them. Just take the consequences. You can listen. I got a lead foot myself. Okay? I don't mind making that little walk in that little car. I'll walk it in a minute. Do you understand me? Don't give me no open stretch of road in front of me. All right? I'll have it cranked up to 85 miles per hour before you know it. If I happen to get stopped for speeding, I'm not going to argue with the officer. Because if you wasn't speeding, I wouldn't have stopped you for speeding. Right? So take your ticket. Take your ticket like an adult, like a big girl. Now, either don't speed or don't get caught. Your choice. Okay? Now, mind you, my speed demon come out on the highway. The regular street is regular. But give me an open stretch of highway. Don't play with me. I'll get you where you're going in a hurry, but safely. But anyway, that's a different story for me. But I'm saying it to say you take your consequences. If I happen to get stopped for speeding, it is what it is. You don't argue with it, especially if you know you're guilty. You know you're doing it, right? So she's over talking him. He's trying to be patient, like, wait a minute, I'm trying to explain why I stopped you, which he had to eventually bark on her. He had to go ahead and bark on her. First of all, you're talking to a soldier. He's not supposed to be scared of you. This is a person that can be called into actual theaters of war at any time in a war breakout. Okay, so he might have to go somewhere and have bullets being shot at him. He don't got time to be scared of you because you somebody's wife that he might not even know that guy. And don't care, I'm doing my job on base. I ain't about to get in trouble for doing my job. What's wrong with you? I'm going to get in trouble for not doing my job is what I'm going to do. I don't care, like you said, I don't care who your husband is. You were speeding. I pulled you over. Not license and registration. Then she gonna kind of pipe down. So then he checks her. She complied after her little tactic failed. But what this also demonstrates is that they don't think nothing about trying to destroy or ruin a man at all. Now, it's because this young man put a stop to it, reason why it didn't go further. And there's video evidence to show exactly what happened in that encounter, so she can't lie about it. Okay? But they don't think nothing, because she was trying to get that man reprimanded in whatever way the military would possibly reprimand him. So she was trying to get him in some type of trouble. Are you definitely gonna hear from him? So she was going to get her husband to possibly step out of his boundaries to go and check this young man who was doing his job on base as a military police, pull her over. Now she's going to have her husband go confront him possibly, or try to, in some way, shape, or form, report him or get him in some type of trouble. I don't know what the ramifications are in the military, but whatever type of reprimand that could possibly go on, that's what she was looking for. And if she could have ruined that young man or her husband's career, their military career, or whatever the case may be, even their life, she didn't care. They signed their men up for fights and confrontations. Y'all being signed up for UFC matches and don't know it. Y'all being signed up for, you know what I'm saying, shootouts at high noon, and you don't even know it. These chicks be signing y'all up for all types of confrontations, and she had the audacity to come back home and don't even tell you she did it. Could have jeopardized these two men in any way, shape, or form that she could have. Ruined either or both. And if she had to ruin both, guess what she was going to do? Move on to another man. That's what she's going to do. Just move on. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving to another man. I ruined these two, because that's what they always do. They keep it moving to another man. These are the types of chicks. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a chick that happened to get married, but she's not a wife, because a wife doesn't behave that way. A wife understands how to represent her husband, whether he's there or not. She knows that she's his representative everywhere that she goes. So she behaves accordingly to whatever his standard is. That's how she is to behave. And a chick that just happened to get married don't care about none of that. She's out still trying to represent her. She don't care about how it reflects to her husband or to his reputation or to the family or to any repercussions. She doesn't care about any consequences. She thought it was cute to argue with that man over something that she knew she was doing. And she further thought that it would be cute to get her husband involved in something so insignificant, when all because she just didn't want to go home with a speeding ticket so her husband can know that she had a speeding ticket. That's what it be. It be the stupidest thing. Try to argue her way out of it and feminist her way out of it so that she doesn't have to go home and explain to her husband why she got to pay a speeding ticket. When this is probably a conversation he didn't have with her already about speeding. And she did it again, got caught, didn't want to tell him, so tried to threaten that young man about his position in his job or whatever the case may be with the rank of her husband. Always tied to a man, but you strong and independent. Your whole worth and her whole value is tied to a man. If you don't knock it off. Y'all always out here trying to pull rank with a man on another man and get men in trouble and signing them up for fights and showdowns at the OK Corral. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like
share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.